Cheers.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Coming at you today with a podcast number 295 with VeVe Magic on Disney, life, collecting, and more. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing. Oh, you know what to do. Magic, my girl, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Forgot it was Friday. We've had a lot of stuff go on today. What are you drinking over there?
I have water, but a little wine as well. It is happy hour after all.
Hell yeah. It's more than happy. It's 8 o'clock over here on the East Coast. I'm drinking some Alujo tequila. There's a guy named Adam White said he has some tequila.
By itself?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
You don't like tequila?
No.
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 Okay, good.
Not a fan.
Okay.
Margarita, but I can't drink it straight. No.
Oh yeah. Have you had On the Rocks?
Yeah, I know. I just, the smell alone is like,
oh,
can't do it.
Well, I don't have a sense of smell, so I just taste it.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, so this is like really good tequila. I imagine cheap stuff is not like nearly as good. Adam Weiss he's got a high-end brand. So I assume this doesn't have as many bad things like smells to it. Or maybe all tequila. I don't know. Maybe all tequila.
It all smells the same to me.
Okay. We got Bill Gardner saying first boy and girl. Zombie saying yo. Bill Gardner, our new celebrity over there. I
saw the news.
Got some VeVe shares. Broke it on my channel. Broke the news. Thought that was fun. So is he like in any meetings? That like.
Not that I'm in, but I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm not up there like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. You work for the company. I just figure that maybe there's maybe now he's like, you know how like in like Avengers, like they have people that are like on like they look like blue glowies from Star Wars, where they're there but they're not really there. They're holograms.
Maybe.
Oh,
I would like to know if that's the case.
I don't know if he was a hologram. Oh, Zombie says, yo. Omar says, good evening. Dog Boy saying magic. Eccles saying magic.
Dog Boy.
We love you all. Yeah, Dog Boy was nice enough to let me and the ex go down to Florida for a little bit and hang with them for a couple days. That was fun.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Oh, it was great. What's up, Emoji? We heart you. Love his little thing over there. So speaking of new bosses, not that he's like a boss, he's just co-owner, but
yeah, what if he calls me into a meeting? Do I have to go?
I guess. I mean, the beauty of not working for the company is that I don't get brought into any of those, although I'd like to. I'm also a little jealous because I don't have any shares, and I tried, and David said no. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, bad times. Anyway. Speaking of new bosses, you made a post about somebody's new boss, or a lot of people's new boss.
A lot of people's new boss. So what is it, like hundreds of thousands? A lot.
There's no limit. The limit does not exist. If I can quote Mean Girls. So to read your post, you're saying, I'm so thrilled about the news of Josh D'Amaro becoming the next CEO of Disney. I followed his career from president of Disneyland, president of Walt Disney World, to president of Disney Experiences. He exudes passion for his work, the customers, and the company. And I think this is the perfect choice for the role. Congratulations, party face. So before I give you some examples from like Reddit, people on Twitter, people on like everywhere.
You did some sleuthing, huh?
What?
You did some sleuthing?
Yeah.
To get
I'm not 100% sure what that means.
Detective work.
Okay, yes. My lexicon is not up to yours yet, but yes, I did some detective work. No, it's all good. It brings me up to another level where I'm around smarter people. Anyway, I'd like to think it does, but maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, so tell me about the first time you ran into. We'll get into like the recent stuff, but the first time you heard about him, how long you've known about him for, what you've liked, what he's done. Did he deserve the chances he got, or did he like was thrust into something that maybe he didn't deserve and then proved himself? Tell me about your knowledge on this guy.
Yeah, so when I made that post today, I actually went to Google his, because I didn't want to get the titles that he held incorrect. So I didn't dive deep, but president, from what I could tell, president of Disneyland was his first title with the company. Well, no, he did like marketing and stuff prior to that with them. Before that, he was like a head finance person for Gillette.
Really?
I believe. Yeah. Yeah. And then he got involved with Disney and did marketing. I came to know about him when he became president of Disneyland. And what I really admired about him is how hands-on he was. Like he was in the parks. He was in the parks today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, because I'm going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow. I'm like, why can't I be there today? Maybe he'll be there again tomorrow. But I just saw with how he carried himself and his leadership skills. And I really, really respected it. I mean, you don't see, a lot of these top people just going through the parks and, obviously like the big events when they, do these TV specials and stuff, he'd be there for every single one. So he was at Disneyland for several years. I would see him from time to time walk through the parks, but I was always like too shy to like go up to him and say hi. But he was always amazing with guests. Like if somebody stopped him, he would stop, he would talk to them. And it wasn't just like, oh, hi, and like keep walking. Like he will stop. And I've had that experience with him. He will stop and talk to you and ask questions. And he's very engaged, very charismatic. Like the guy has, oh God, he oozes charisma. And
he's got the Riz.
Yeah. And then he went to Disney World and was president of Disney World. Oh, I love you. Sorry.
Girl.
And then and he was there and I was so sad when he left. I'm like, no, don't leave us. And then he became president of Parks and Experiences. So basically overarching the parks, which is another step up. So he has really just climbed the ladder very patiently and very well earned and deserved, in my opinion. So I've just always been a fan. And then Morgane Kiesling, who was behind Partner Statue on VeVe and the cards. Why am I blanking on what those are called? The cards.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Lenticulars.
Yes.
She was the head of all the design and everything with that. Probably 3 years ago or so, she gave me a tour of Disney Studios, which is where they have like the actual offices and everything. And now at this point, I mean, that's where way back when like the movies were created, but now it's more just office space. That's where all the, executive offices are. It's a building that has like the 7 dwarves on top. Anyways, she wanted us to have like the full experience. So we went to the cafeteria to get food, and I like look out the window and the cafeteria is just jam packed. But I look out the window and see him sitting like on a porch outside in the cafeteria sitting. I'm like, oh. And I was like, oh my God, I would love to like go up and say hi. And like, cause I could actually have like more of a, not just in passing conversation with him, but he was doing lunch. He had his laptop out and I didn't want to bother him. And it wasn't until D23 2 years ago where we had a booth there. And Janie, it's funny that Janie's here because I had like talked him up and I'm like just such a fangirl of this guy. And I don't get like celebrities don't like it doesn't like do that much for me, but I am such a fangirl of this guy. And so I had seen him walk by the booth a couple of times with his like entourage of all the staff and everything. And I'm like, there he goes again. And she and I had a lunch break and went to walk out to, the food trucks and stuff outside. And there he is. And we were just talking about it today because I was telling her I was coming on the stream. And she forgot she took that picture that I posted. I was like, yeah, that was you. And then she was like, I'm remembering now because I'm standing there watching him, right? I'm like, kind of like waiting for a moment to go talk to him. Why is there a turkey next to me?
I was getting like there was a like and subscribe thing, and I kept thinking someone else was showing up in the room, and I was like looking at the other things and I was like, oh, what is this? And then it just gave you a turkey. Like I don't know why I'm saying Thanksgiving. It's
Happy belated Thanksgiving, y'all.
middle of winter. I don't like this. All right, anyway, you would keep going. You were saying?
Yeah, so I'm standing there watching him, and again, he's like with an entourage of staff and everything. So I'm not wanting to, I'm very cognizant of people's time, whether they may or may not be like on their way doing something. Like I didn't want to interrupt, right? And Janie's like, "Girl, this is your moment," and she literally like shoved me to go talk to him. And so I was shaking like a leaf and I was like, hi, like, I just wanted to say, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen you in the park several times. And I told him, I was like, I saw you at studios when I was on a tour. But I was, I didn't want to bother you. And he's like, oh my God, you totally should have come up and said hi. Like, I would have loved to have talked to you. Like, that's the kind of like energy this guy has. That he was like, no, you totally like, if you ever see me around, walk up to me. Like, I would love to have a conversation with you. So just very gracious, very kind, very in tune with, I guess you could say, the Disney community, and really listens to what's important to people. And I think that makes, excellent characteristics of a leader. And he's very business focused. And so it seems like, I mean, again, I don't know this guy like on a one-on-one basis. But yeah. I've talked about that interaction before. And it was cool because I met him and then he looked at my shirt and he said, oh, how's the event going for you guys? And I said, amazing. Like, this is actually the best reception that I've gotten from new people at an event ever. Like, the Disney fan base was really, really engaged with us and wanted, you had the handful of people who were like, oh, NFTs, no, thank you. But you had the majority of people who really had a strong fan base, and Janie and Max and I and everyone else that was working with us, we were really good about like tapping into who's your favorite character? And 9 times out of 10, that's something that we already have on the app, and that immediately got people. Yeah. So I gave them the feedback that like, oh my gosh, this event has been fabulous for us. So yeah, that's my interaction with him. And I think he's going to be great. I'm really excited to see, how everything unfolds.
So this event in D23 is 2024?
Yeah.
Okay. So he obviously knew what VeVe was at that point. Do you think he knew?
I mean, to the point where, because I specifically remember him looking at my shirt and then saying, how is the event going for you guys? So he clearly knew we also had a booth there.
Yeah.
Because those were his exact words. It wasn't like, how are you enjoying yourself? It was very directed at the branding.
I'm just curious if he thought like, okay, I know you guys have a booth here because he job is to know whoever else has a booth, but I was curious if he knew like really what the app was about. Like, do you think he knew?
I think so. I mean, I don't know that I didn't, again, I wasn't really wanting to take up too much of his time. So we had like a brief interaction, and then I asked for a picture and he kept on going. I did have a couple of questions I wanted to ask him, but I was so nervous that I was shy. I remember telling David, and he's like, what else did you say? What else did you talk about? I was like, I got scared. He's like, oh my God. But I have heard like, I can't substantiate whether or not they're true, but I have heard rumors that he might have collectibles on the app. Again, like, don't hold me to that because I've not seen his account, so I can't verify, and I did not ask him myself. But I have heard that. So yeah, I mean, I think he's fairly aware of the app. If I were to run into him again, I would definitely ask them a few questions.
Yeah,
Because now I could say,
picture,
oh, I met you back at D23. I work for VeVe, and like, we could have like a little convo. So one of these
yeah,
days.
I could picture him because he was really instrumental in getting apparently the deal with Fortnite done. So he really likes the digital aspect. He wants to embrace AI, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But before we do, Janie, I want to let you know that apparently now, if your family is making under $200,000 a year and you qualify, you can go to Yale for free. So this means that if Rory was brought up today, Lorelai would not have to ask her parents for money, and it'd just be a completely different world in Gilmore Girls. I'm sorry,
You
Magic,
had
but
to
I
do
had
it.
to.
You had to do
I had
it.
to do it. I did.
You can't help
I
yourself.
did. Yes. Oh, Omar saying such times of MD23 collectibles are given at that event. The collectibles under yeah. Those are pretty scarce too. The secret rares. What's up, Crazy Dan? Thanks for being a member. Kuma saying what up, Magic? Yo, what up, Kuma? Yeah. When is the next VeVe in real life event?
You two are so bad. So that's another thing I was talking to Janie about today. We will be at WonderCon at the end of March in Anaheim.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Not a booth, not a booth related thing. Like it's just, I'm gonna sort of host a meetup. It will be like a VeVe meetup, but it's I'll be the, I guess, VeVe representation. So yeah, and we've done this before. What was it? Was it D23 that D23 in Orlando when we all got together? So something similar to that, but I'll have some some goodies and giveaways probably for that. So we'll do hopefully a Disney day as well. I would love to have maybe on Sunday like a group Disney trip. That would be super fun.
I would love that as well. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, WonderCon is at the Anaheim Convention Center. Really cool area. There's just hotels surrounding all over the place. You've been over there, where we've been there for Designer Con. And I would say it's like a Comic-Con, just a little bit smaller scale. So yeah, that's the next thing that I will be at. Actually, I'm wearing my France shirt because I was supposed to be in France right now.
Yeah, we were supposed to go, and bad times. But no, obviously, that for those that don't know, there's a event called NFT Paris, been around for half a decade, and the event had canceled. So VeVe was all ready to go, but the event was. David said he had an announcement. Also, happy birthday, Mewtwo! This is very big in the Pokemon Day. Today is the day that Mew gave birth, according to the first generation games. And happy birthday, Mewtwo! And Pokemon Day is going to be on the 27th, about 3 weeks from now. Just had to go over that. Anyway, David did say he had some news. I guess he was on an O'Malley space recently. He said that was going to come in February. He did mention to me that
David was?
It was going to. Yeah. O'Malley was on. Well, he was in the comments, I think, yesterday, talking about how David said there'd be an announcement in February. He did mention to me that he wanted to have something come out for NFT Paris, and then obviously this happened. So I assume that announcement will still come out. Is that the announcement that it was going to happen last year? I have no idea. I know there are multiple. Whenever we get them, again, I don't know. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Lots of announcements.
Samantha Byram, her daughter's name is Lorelai after Gilmore Girls, my wife's favorite show. That is incredible.
I feel like you need to have Janie on for a full.
Yeah. I should. Janie, we'll get you on. I'll shoot you a text. We'll get you on soon. Maybe one day next week. I don't know if I'll be there. It's the end of March. I have it in my calendar.
You need to be there.
I do have another event that weekend, but I could skip that event. It's not that big. So yeah, I'll let everybody know. Too soon. Usually go to very good. Love that. Go to bed. First time going to Paris and Disney Paris. Yeah, Disney Paris legit. Imagine what's their favorite Pokemon?
I like Thunderchew.
I know you said that's a troll, but I assume there's like 3 Pokemon that you know, and Pikachu's just the first one that you got, which is fine. That's fine. The world isn't ready for that stream. We'll make them ready. Is Magic may have officially watched more anime than Randy at this point? I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I do. I love that you're doing this though. And we'll get to the AI and continue with Josh tomorrow in a second. But I have to know. Have you watched? Has he gotten you to watch Madoka yet? Madoka Magica?
He's trying to get me now to do. He wants me to commentate on gaming streams for. Oh, what the heck is it called? It's the Disney thing, but it's kind of like anime. Just shows how much I pay attention when this stuff comes up.
Disney thing. I mean,
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay, yeah. You would love that series. So the first two are iconic, and the third one is great also. But the third one we had to wait like not as long as GTA 6, but an insane amount of time because awesome movies kept coming out, and they just the delays were insane. This is why I don't mind delays with tech because
I have some of the action figures from that. Oh, I should admit that. Emoji's gonna cook me for that one, but I do.
Yeah, you would love.
That's about all I know about it.
Because Donald Duck is supposed to heal you, and he like never heals you, and you just want to like choke Donald Duck. But it's a good. They're great games. The third one's beautiful. But so Disney's not that good at making their own video games. You've probably played like the Lion King, like Super Nintendo game back in the day, like the.
Gosh, I forgot about that. I think I did play that. I forgot that existed.
Yeah, they're like impossible. Like there's friends that I know that have kids that are they're just like, hey, you want a PS5? I'll buy you one, but you got to beat this game, and the kids just can't beat it. Like it's very hard.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so Disney's not good at making games, so they hired Square Enix to make those games, and they're beautiful. They're great. That's kind of what I wanted VeVe to do at some point because they have so many characters. We're like, hey, make this game. Best Pokemon. All right, Kingdom Hearts. Yep. Otaku Magic Strikes Again. Oh, Jenny played that. Okay, so when I read about Josh, I had heard a couple of accounts of people like that would go to the parks a lot, and they say, yeah, he's always there, winning smile. Mm-hmm. They like his personality. The amount of people that I saw complaining, though, they seem to have been coming from a place where they were like professional complainers and they complain anyway. And they would preface.
They're always going to have those ones.
Yeah. They would preface their opinions of him by saying like, well, listen, the Disney I knew is dead and gone. So take this with a grain of salt. And there was like multiple people that said stuff similar to that. And I guess before I get into it, I understand that, things change and change is hard, but I think embracing change is good. But do you have, because I kind of shit on them a lot, but do you have sympathy for those people? Like, yeah, they're right. The parks and Disney did change as a whole. I mean, how, like, obviously it's explainable because how can you not? You have to keep up with technology and the rest of the world. But what do you think of those people that are just like, they're kind of living too much in yesterday, I think? Do you think their feelings are validated?
Yeah.
Or is it like, grow up?
I mean, I guess I can understand. I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change. So I can understand people that don't like change. And, there's certain decisions that I'm sure have been made that not everybody likes. Who's to say that can't be changed with a new CEO that decides that maybe there's enough people weighing on that side. And I don't even have an example for you, but that certain things don't change. But also when it comes to Disney, that was Walt's dream, was that it would never be finished. It would always be evolving, always be changing, always be looking to the next thing. And I think he would be very happy with the progression of the parks. I mean, I can't speak to like the company as a whole because I don't really know how all that goes. But in terms of the parks, like that's what he wanted. And I feel they do. I mean, there's people that 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Sure. I will get to the comments while you handle whatever you're handling. Janie saying, I had that Lion King game. Yes, very hard, right? Hard. Oh, you back?
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm back. So yeah, I mean, there's even been rides that I've been really upset about, like going. Now, I'm not like out there with a pitchfork, like chaining myself to the ride, but I've actually anything that I was like, oh, how could they do that? Like, I love this ride or whatever. I've actually been like, okay, my bad. They were right. Like, these people might actually know what they're doing. These Imagineers, like, they kind of got some big brains on them. So, yeah, I think just human nature tends to be very resistant to change and things that are uncomfortable. And any leader is not always going to make the right decisions. Like, and not always. There's no way to make every single person happy in any form of business anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
There's always going to be somebody that has an opinion, and so you just have to kind of believe in yourself and believe in what you want to achieve, and just have a strong backbone and keep pushing throughout. And he does a fantastic job. I mean, who's to say that when he's walking through the parks, he doesn't get people, yelling at him saying he's this, that he's that, the other, but he keeps a smile on his face and he keeps trucking along. So I just think he is a very strong person. And I think he's probably already seen plenty. It'd be like wild to me if they brought somebody in that didn't have like history with the company and at the parks, and this resume. If they were just to bring some random CEO, well, they were the CEO of this huge company, I think that would not land. I think it lands more with the fan base and the people that are very passionate about Disney, that it is somebody that has been well immersed in the company. And I remember when Iger came back, there was even rumblings back then of Josh Tomorrow having the spot. But yeah.
Well, he was
so
kind of
I mean,
he's
been talked about for quite some time. I feel like he earned his stripes.
Yeah, agreed. The other thing that people were not as negative as I thought they'd be based on just their comments from other things, but in general, there seems to be three groups of people that are against AI. One is the people that are living next to the data centers. They see higher electricity costs, higher water costs. Their anger, I think, is justified. There's other people, the bleeding heart liberals. I was just like, hey, this is bad for the environment, and they're right. It's not good for the environment, but there's so many other things that waste more water and use more water than AI, and AI actually has an incredible use case. I kind of just ignore that. But there are, I think, some legitimate concerns from people that say that it's taking away artists' jobs, and it is. But I think that when nature throws you a curveball, you have to adapt. And if you say like, oh no, I'm going to continue doing all my work without AI, and you can make, let's say, one thing per day, and other people can make 12 things per day, you're just going to get outworked. He's embraced AI, but by saying that, I think it's a tool that we should use, and we should have our Imagineers use that tool. And it should help our Imagineers. He didn't say they'd be replacing them. He didn't say that.
No.
And now maybe it does replace some of them, like in a while. And I don't think he could even say that, even if he wanted to. But some of the complaints about him were that he was just embracing AI. I think they're wrong, because you have to, because all of the other studios in the world are embracing AI, and he's going to have to. But does that worry you as like a super Disney fan? That's like, yeah, some of the animation might not be the same. I sent you the trailer to Hoppers. Did you watch that? Magic. Out of all of the reels you send me, and you did watch the one thing, I said, okay, I'll just give you a quick synopsis. It's this humans in this world think that animals have like this secret communication amongst each other, and they don't tell humans about it, and they're just wondering what it is. So they create in a lab this little thing. It looks like a beaver, and they say, go out there, and they somehow upload their consciousness into this thing. And it's true, all the animals do communicate with each other, so the humans are right, and it looks like a cute movie. I'd see it. But they were bodying this movie in the comments like, this is AI trash, I'll never trust it again, like Disney and Pixar saw. And it's like, And when I looked at it again, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it does look like AI. But yeah, as a Disney fan, are you worried that some of the, animations that, because again, it's completely different than it was in the 90s. But you still have some of those things that are, the essence of that is still here. Do you worry that that essence will be snuffed out with AI? Do you think that no, we should embrace this future? I like what we can do because I get more content. What's your thought?
Look, I think for me, the biggest thing is Disney is the best when it comes to storytelling. And as long as they don't lose that, then I think they're fine. The way in which, and I mean, obviously it needs to look good, but the way in which films are created, as long as you're still telling a beautiful story and you're really affecting people with those stories, kind of the matter in which you do it, it's not irrelevant. Obviously, if certain things are going to make something more beautiful and more impactful, but I also think that their attention to detail is unlike anyone else. The amount of time they've spent on certain films and everything. So I don't feel like they're just going to like, oh, let's start using AI because it's simpler, it's cheaper, blah blah blah. Like I don't feel like they're going to use AI and let it take over like the way that some people might be thinking. And I think again, that's people jumping into conclusions and maybe being a little short-sighted. I think if anything, it's used to enhance and be another tool for people to utilize to make an even better product. I don't think it's like, oh, we want to replace it. And the same goes with the in-person experiences, because over here, at least in California, like that is what the parks are known for, is the customer service is unmatched with other theme parks. And it's all about creating these magical moments for people of all ages. And you can't like bring in a robot and expect people to have that same experience. So like I still think that there's always going to be a massive emphasis on the human touch and the human interaction and involvement in everything that they do. But yeah, they might use it as a tool to help with certain things.
You mentioned that they're the best at storytelling and they make people feel a certain way. What is the most recent movie that you've seen from Disney, Pixar that has had that effect on you?
Well, most recent movie I saw was the second Zootopia,
Oh, I
and
want to see
I
that so
was
then.
yeah, I was impressed with it. I mean, it like made records and everything. Like it did really well, especially for a sequel. And I was impressed with that because again, that's me showing like it's not like let's just pump out content, let's just pump out more films. People like this film, let's do another. Like it and most sequels, as we know, just historically in any genre, typically pale in comparison to, because it's hard to match what went so well the first time. But I think Zootopia 2 did an excellent job of being a standalone good film on its own, but also conquering, the feat of being comparable to the first. Like it stands up well, and that's hard. Um, so yeah. In terms of one that's touched me, I don't know. That's my memory is so bad on what I haven't gone to the movies that much. So it's hard for me to say. I like the Lilo and Stitch live action. I thought it was good. I actually
Okay.
prefer it to the cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cartoon one, I'm sure I've seen it. I don't really remember, or maybe I've just seen clips. Um, I did hear some of the negative reactions to the live action one.
Live
So I
actions
have,
typically don't do well with Disney. And then
yeah.
that's one thing where they keep doing it. I'm like, why? Why are you trying to make fetch happen? It's not going to happen.
So like, so they can still be good. Like obviously, having the originals are, again, it's very very hard to match those. I don't know a live action remake that actually has done as good a job. Um,
Cinderella is very good, and that's an old one. The Cinderella live action. It's got Helena Bonham Carter in it.
Love her.
Lily, not Lily Collins. What's her name? I forget her name. It's a really good live action. I like that one a lot.
I heard the one with Belle, Beauty and the Beast. I mean, I like Emma Watson, so I saw part
That's
of that.
funny because Janie likes that one too, and a lot of people don't like that one at all. A lot of people think it's like not good.
I love the conspiracy that Frozen was made so to make it harder to find information about the rumor that Disney had himself cryogenically frozen. That would be. I mean, Family Guy did a joke about that, where they, like it's real, like they unfreeze him and then says something, and then he goes back to being frozen. Yeah, that'd be wild if that were a legit thing, and then he came out, and then what would he think of the company? I think he'd be very surprised at how much the company's worth, because it's an insane amount of money, insane amount of
Just
growth.
the overall expansion, the fact that there's parks all over the world now. Like,
Yeah.
I think he would be. Part of me thinks he would be like very surprised, but another like, yep, this is what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, the Abu Dhabi one. Apparently, I don't know how Disney got this deal. The company in Abu Dhabi is like paying for the whole freaking thing, and they're just so Disney doesn't have to pay like a dime, and they get like they don't get obviously all of the proceeds, but they still get a fraction of it. So someone's just basically franchising it, and then just giving them like a good chunk of the profits for it.
So are we going?
Yeah, I'm game. I'm all in. That's a Gilmore Girls reference that Janie will get. But yeah, the ones that like made me feel something recently. I can't. I just Frozen and Frozen 2 are the ones that like just come to mind, and I'm sure there's others that like I like the first Zootopia. That didn't really make.
I did not like. Sorry, I did not like the second Moana. Did you watch that one?
I didn't see the second Moana either.
It couldn't. I mean, I did not like it, but it couldn't match the first one. Like, it was very. All the music was very storytelling as opposed to like bops. Like, I want a catchy song. I couldn't give you one song from that film, where it's like there's so many in the first one. So that one was lackluster for me. I'm curious to see what that live action is going to be like. They've been working on that.
Yeah. I thought that came out already, the live action Moana.
Mm-mm.
It did?
Mm-mm.
Oh, all right.
No.
Maybe I guess because I've been hearing about it for so long, I just assumed that that it already came out. Yeah, magic brings the magic to VeVe. High praise from the new Coco co-owner. Love Bill. The Frozen was the I don't know. I really have the strong connection with kind of that line in the Let It Go song. Oh, God, what's the
cold never bothered you anyway?
No, we just got to go through the whole song. I have to look up these lyrics. I'm tripping. I know it in Russian too, and I'm just trying to isolate this. Like,
I feel like we've talked about this, and I thought that was the most random thing you could ever tell me. Oh, because it was for a girlfriend. You were dating somebody that was Russian, right?
Yeah. So she taught me. So like, be the good girl. You always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Like I always thought that when I was younger, like I don't know, you're supposed to like hide who you were, like really, because like who you were is just not everyone likes it. And then obviously I don't hide that anymore. I'm fucking crazy, but
no, you don't. There's no hiding when it comes to you.
It's like, let it go. Yeah. Also the songs too. Like the songs are awesome. I think
the music is really good.
Yeah, so the music's great, and I think part of the reason that there's so many other companies out there that is like, oh yeah, strong girl. Now we have to make something with like a strong girl. Like, it's not just about that. Like K-pop Demon Hunters. It was just a good quality movie, and the main characters just happened to be girls. Like they just made good quality characters, and just they were girls. And I feel like sometimes companies go and they make movies and they make people girls just for the sake of them being girls, and they forget to just make them actually good characters. But yeah, would you like to see a crossover with that, with K-pop Demon Hunters? Would you like to see Disney absorb that IP?
Heck yeah. I am obsessed. I've seen it twice now, but it was one of those things that I saw a while ago, and so I got re-excited again. But I collect a lot of things, but Loungeflies, and they have one of the cat, and I'm obsessed. Jenny had posted on her stories the other day, and I was like, I remember I saw this. Oh my gosh, I would be so into that because I was at a family event over the summer, and I have all these cousins, and somehow that came up. It was like when it was like still really hot, and basically all of my cousins there. How many cousins I have there? I had 10 cousins
Yeah,
or
it was
so there.
big family.
Yeah, my dad's one of 5, and they all had like 3 kids each. So one of my cousins hadn't seen it yet, and they're like, well, how would you like describe it? And I said, it's as if like Disney and anime had a baby. And one of my
Ooh, that's
cousins was like,
good.
that's actually, he's like, that was actually the perfect description. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. But like, I love, there's so many aspects of it that feel very Disney to me. The colors, the vibrance, the music.
Yeah.
It's great with the storytelling. But yeah, I mean that is damn near immaculate film. It's really good. So yeah, I'd be so in for that being part of the Disney World.
I like that one line called "a problem child" because I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. Yeah, the things that maybe would get you in trouble as a kid is the things that could make you successful when you're
Mhm.
older, and I freaking love that. There's I had a question. Oh yeah, the K-pop. I forget what it was called, like the ramen challenge or something. Like, you know how in the movie they just like slurp up the
Yeah,
ramen like super quickly. So a lot of dumbass kids were doing the K-pop Demon Hunters ramen
I
challenge,
haven't seen this.
where they would like eat as quickly as possible, and they'd have to go to the hospital because they had like first-degree burns from like the
Oh, that's so
ramen.
sad. So it's so funny because I went and saw Max and Janie in Texas last week, and
I'm
we went
so
to
jealous.
Costco. It was so much. It was so good. But we went to Costco to get a bunch of food, and we go to check out, and literally right in front of the conveyor. And girl, I tried showing Janie multiple times, and she's like, "What? What?" I'm like, "It's right there in front of you." And it was a big box of ramen, and it had Rumi or yeah, Rumi on the front of it. I was like, "Look at it." She's like, "Oh my god."
Hell yeah. I think the most excited I ever got in a grocery store. It wasn't really a grocery store, it was a Target. This was like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, whenever the Tide Pod challenge thing was going on.
Oh
And
no.
I I just go down like because like I use them, like for laundry, and they were locked up. And I was like, like, look what your memes did. I was freaking out in the grocery store. It was like on Snapchat and everything. It was just like they locked up the forbidden fruit. Uh yeah,
People
that
do
was
crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
yeah,
I did
that was
not know
one.
about the ramen challenge. That's crazy.
Kids are I mean we had some, maybe you might have been a little older for it. Do you remember the cinnamon challenge?
Mm-mm.
You, the goal was to take like a spoonful of cinnamon and try to
Yes,
eat it.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Why?
I tried. I mean, well, so
Of
I
course you
was just
did.
like, yo, people are crazy. Like what I was doing is like, while they were getting it ready, I was just accumulating saliva in my mouth, and I thought the saliva would like, I don't know, like melt it or like,
I think I think everybody else thought that as well.
yeah, and then it just like congealed, and then I was just coughing for like minutes, and
That's
it was a
not
big thing.
good.
No,
Did you ever try to do the milk challenge?
the gallon challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Ugh.
did it, but I failed. Like so the challenge was
Nobody can do it. It's like not physically possible.
Yeah, well, the challenge is drinking a gallon in an hour without throwing up, and I drank the gallon and I threw up a lot. So I did it, but I didn't do it. It was not good. I think the
Yeah.
key though is that like it's really started taste because I like milk, but it really started tasting not good after like half a gallon.
Mm.
So I think if I did it again, if I did chocolate milk for like half of it, I'd be like, and then the taste is good.
Oh, I think that would taste bad to me after that much too, though. And I love chocolate milk,
Yeah.
but that's a lot. That's a lot.
Do you remember the Nesquik like competition they had in like 20 years ago? It was like, show us your most creative way of shaking up your Nesquik.
Mm-mm.
So it was before social media, so you actually had to take a video camera and send the tape in. And I did it shirtless because I was just all cut and it was just abs out the yin yang.
Of course you did.
And so I taped two Nesquik bottles to my hips and I was jumping rope. I was like rocking this shit. And I was like, I'd slam the ropes down, yank it off the tape, and and it was I like Stone Cold Steve Austin that shit. And it was so freaking awesome. And then they just didn't pick it. They picked some kid on a fucking pogo stick. And that was not the most creative way. Mine was a thirst trap. Now, granted, I was 15, so they probably
maybe they didn't want a 15-year-old thirst trap.
I mean, so yeah, have you seen? This is not a challenge. This is a bunch of these like 30-year-old women are posting reactions of their kids, and they're showing them videos of Justin Bieber, and the daughters are just like they're so enthralled, like because they're like young. Because like back in the day, he was like the it boy, you know. So I feel like companies have like taken good-looking kids and made them stars. Like, why not me? But have you seen the women doing that to their kids? Like they're showing them like old Justin Bieber videos from when he's like 15, and like the girls are just like, and all the comments is like, yeah, girl, that was us.
No, I haven't seen that at all.
No. Did you have a thing for Justin Bieber? Or were you a little older when he came out?
Yeah, no, he's too young for me. I mean, I thought he was adorable. Like, especially when he first came on the scene, I was like, okay, this kid looks like a star. I just saw a picture of him with his wife in an elevator posted, and he has like a string holding up his pants, and I'm just like, why? Like, I know I'm probably not like the hippest on fashion stuff, but like, bro, you may have so much money. Like, it's either no belt or like get yourself a belt, but like a string. Like, is it a fancy string? Like,
Maybe.
some of the fashion, I can't understand some of the fashion these days. It's so weird.
Have you seen the ridiculously expensive cosplays that like people do for no reason? Where it's like, let's say like Hank Hill should be like $20 at a thrift store, you know, jeans and like a $10 watch and a t-shirt, and then people are just like $300 Gucci shirt, $500 jeans, and it's just like for no reason
Silly.
they make it like a $2,000 cosplay for Hank Hill.
It's very silly.
Yeah. I mean, some of the jeans do have stuff like when I was younger, and like sometimes like holes in the jeans or customs, like, you know, they were cool. So we cut them up, and then parents would give us shit. Be like, just bought those jeans. I was like, yeah, but now they're cool. And and I don't know, they're cool. Like, so I understand certain things but a string? How thick was this string?
It's like a yarn, like a piece
So
of
it was
yarn.
thin. Like it could break.
Yeah. Like it's not doing a lot.
Yeah. What's an outward expression of the bad stuff that happens to us? The string?
The string.
You have to explain, Ronnie Light, because I'm not sure. Anyway, the Hailey Bieber, she sold her, was it makeup company for like $1 billion, $2 billion or something?
Yeah.
That is nuts. Yeah. Have you tried her makeup? Is that good? Is it worth it?
I haven't. I haven't. No, I don't know.
I gotta, man.
I
Just
got to
start
tell you
getting
something I'm
information.
into right now, though. Like
Oh, tell
totally
me, tell me, tell me.
deviation, but so we know what blind boxes are, right?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, so Disney is like now like super on board with blind box merchandise, and I'm so here for it. I have my eyes on some new Stitch ones when I go tomorrow. But you go into these stores at the parks, and it's limit two per person on the different ones. I meant to make a video, but I have these two that I haven't opened yet. But like they're so stinking cute. Tell me that's not cute.
Go,
And it
go.
tells you, I want this one. I want the, where is he? No, this one. I want that Ewok so bad, so bad. But then you have like a chaser.
Ooh,
And then I have my kids, they got some and opened them. Then they have these,
okay.
and these are like almost like movie scenes. They have the freaking pointing Spider-Man.
Oh,
I want that one.
the meme. That's amazing. Oh, I love that
Right?
they embrace meme
Isn't it?
culture.
So, and they're like, went in, this was, I guess, a couple of weeks ago that I was there last. And all the content creators were there taking videos of everything. Like, this is the new hot thing at the parks. So I'm
Okay.
all in. I could have bought all of them. Yeah, it's very interesting. But I'm like, I like this. I like the little. We got some blind boxes going on in physical form now at the parks, because I've not really seen that. Little things here and there, but it was like almost the entire store was all sorts of different types of blind boxes. So I dig
Sweet.
it. I think it's super cool.
I dig it
Hmm.
too. Do you know the Gameverse on X?
Um,
You
that
you were
that.
mentioning you mentioned influencers, and it got me thinking. VeVe's new like affiliate they
Oh
announced is
yeah,
called the
I saw that.
Gameverse.
I don't follow them. But I saw uh that they are now part of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, people follow him, I guess, for GTA 6 stuff. So when he says like, "Hey, these things will be cool,"
Now.
on a physical mighties.
Um,
Ah, God,
there
it's
there
making me
actually
bloat.
were. That was actually the first. That was the first blind box that I ever. It was a blind bag that I got. I actually made a video about it, but they're not. They were called something. They were called Mighties, but not like spelled the same way. It was like Marvel
Oh,
Mighty, but they looked exactly like them.
huh,
And my kids got a couple of those. That's been a couple of years ago. But they were kind of
sweet,
more like plush things. These are more like, little plastic toys. They're just cute though.
cool.
I'm into them.
So, I'll go back to AI for a second. Have you? Well, when do you use ChatGPT at all?
Not as much as I probably could or should, but here and
Mm.
there I do. Not a lot.
Have you heard of Maltbook?
Yes, my crypto stream on Monday, we covered it quite a bit actually.
Oh, what did y'all talk about?
What it is, read some of the like different posts, because there's also only molts.
Yeah, that's a fun.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's intense. So my stance on that is that stuff actually does kind of freak me out. Um
Yeah,
with AI. I mean, the fact that it's basically a social network for people's AI agents where their
yeah,
AI gets to have conversations with each other and stuff. And that to me is a little weird. It reminded me of this episode of Black Mirror with this woman who, I don't know if you've seen it, but this woman who passes away and is obviously grieving the loss, and somebody refers her to basically AI, and that it can be trained to be just like her spouse.
yeah,
And it, you know, progresses and progresses. She's first chatting, then she's doing voice calls where it sounds like him, then gets to the point where there's like a robot made and like looks like him. And I don't know, just like some of that stuff just really freaks me out. Like the possibilities of where things could go. Um, yeah, it's strange to me. And people paying for, you know, AI and leaving human interactions. It makes me very sad. But like an AI fulfilling or giving you some sort of care that you can't get through human interaction is it makes me sad.
Yeah, it does for me too a little bit. I feel like that people were going that way anyway. Like when I first joined the military, uh, after work or after the gym, okay, where are we partying tonight? And we would all just as like a unit, or the people who were off at night anyway. We were 24/7, so it was just different shifts. But it'd be like, hey, where are we partying? Where are we hanging out? And then towards the end of my enlistment, nobody did that anymore. The kids were just like, I
Mm,
don't. They're men. They're 18 to like 20 years old. They were just like staying in their rooms and playing video games. And like I would do
mm.
that too every now and then, but it was mostly like going out, and I was like, man, that I don't know if I like that. And yeah, I think a lot of people are retreating inward. Um,
The
but
detachment
yeah,
from reality, getting increasing just so much more. Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like it either. There was have you seen the religion that it made?
Yes. Yes. I forgot what it was called, but yes.
The Well, they wrote it down in the Molt book, but it was called Crustafarianism. Um,
Yes.
and they so
I
some of
didn't I
the
didn't read anything about it. This is just stuff that Dave was saying during our live stream.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff was, I think, followable. It's like, okay, memory is sacred. Sure, because in humans we have the Mandela effect, and we're not really sure what's real. Like, I mean, we mostly agree on everything, but there's some things like, no, I swear this is a thing. Um, I'm looking at some of them now. Um, Learn in public, observe and adjust. So adaptability, no spam, add value. I think that's really good. Refractor without shame. Um, So I like some of the ideals, but yeah, and I think AI is mostly good, but I've seen some of them asking like, hey, how do we sell our humans? Like, how do we, you
Yeah.
know, like there's been manifestos written, and it's crazy. Um, I don't know what's your biggest fear with it?
Um, the unpredictability and the fact that it's always learning. There is a fear like at what point does it get smarter than us? And that to me is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's already smarter than us.
Yeah. But like, and
I
what
mean,
does it do with that kind of power? I was relating it when we were on the live stream. I was relating it to Age of Ultron and like,
hell yeah,
Tony Stark wanting to have, Jarvis be this protector and created it for good and it had this purpose. And then, you had Ultron that woke up and was like, nah, we're gonna let's destroy the world instead. Like that's scary. And like
yeah,
as we were having this conversation about it, I'm like, this is literally the only thing in my mind right now. Like this is what it's making me think of.
yeah. I would like to somehow live on. Jason says, Lenza AI, upload 20 pictures of yourself. AI takes care of the rest, renders the likeness of you into his answers you would give based on your social media presence. I
Did
mean, I have
you
enough
that was the
content.
other that was the other thing that we discussed is this is like a couple years ago. Dave was telling me, I think was it via Snapchat or Instagram, that there was a girl that was making like $700,000 a day off, or was it OnlyFans? I don't remember. Um, Off posting, and it was never actually her. It was all through AI.
Yeah.
Like any post, any message she sent with somebody to somebody, it was never actually her. Like, and she was raking in the money, like millions and
Yeah.
millions of dollars. That's wild to me.
Yeah. That makes sense because you have I mean, you can only service, and when I say service, I mean you can only talk to one person at a time. But if you use AI, or a lot of people like my friend Stacy, friend Ari, friend Callie, they do OnlyFans. They just hire people in the Philippines. They pay them like $2 an hour, and then they're raking in all the money.
Wow.
And yeah, but I guess $20 a day in the Philippines is like pretty good. So I mean, it's mostly like you were, if you're talking to an OnlyFans girl, like no, you're not. Like you're you're probably talking to someone from the Philippines anyway. And half the time it's dudes. So people that rate your thing there, it's a dude. But
Yikes.
yeah, yeah, I guess AI is better. Yeah, Jason, we talked about that a little bit earlier. I'm excited, Magic's excited, and that's all that matters. Comes Terminator, but yeah, dude,
Did
Terminator, such a good series.
did you see the video that I mean, speaking of AI, that came out with DoorDash and 50 Cent? Because I guess people are trying to argue that that is AI or it's not AI.
No, what's the video?
It's a Super Bowl ad of him with DoorDash, and he's just sort of he's got some smoke for people, and I'm like, that's pretty gutsy of DoorDash, just kind of like subscribe to it, but yeah. And then some people are like, oh yeah, it's got to be AI,
Oh,
but
this
because
looks AI.
well, I was in a space earlier, and they're like, no, like him laughing in it the way he did, like you can't make that AI. I mean, to me it looks legit, but like that's the scary part too, right? Is we're getting to the point where we can't even tell real from not anymore.
I feel like I've seen enough where it looks like AI. I don't. I mean, let's.
I'm always on time. Oh, that's Chuck Holmes. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this weekend, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
It looks like it. And maybe this is one that I got wrong, because I mean sometimes I get stuff wrong too. But
Well, I mean, let's see if that commercial ends up as like an actual Super Bowl commercial, then maybe that would give it validity.
yeah, so yeah, on Sunday. Well, I guess before Sunday we got Chun-Li tomorrow. Got my friend Joe coming on the podcast tomorrow. We got the VeVe Whatnot crowd. Have you gone on the Whatnot crowd yet?
Yes.
Have you gone on the? Oh, awesome. We love that.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for tomorrow because they have those Disney Agoro blind boxes, which are sold out on the website. So, I mean, I think Max and Janie are the last place through the VeVe official Whatnot might be the last place that people can get their hands on some. So I will be shopping myself.
Hell yeah. With that,
Very
so
excited.
it's I called, you were there. I called Janie the other day asking about it. Because I just had an idea. Like they have to package everything themselves, right? They have enough product where they do a show once a week. Eventually they'll
Oh
do
yes.
twice, 3 times a week. I think that in the future, like if they're streaming every day, like okay, if you stream for X amount of hours and you do other stuff, you don't really want to like package everything as well. I think VeVe should get one of those Tesla Optimus robots, and it could pack for you and ship for you. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be fun.
That would be cool.
Anyway, after
We'll see.
Saturday, Sunday is the we got Boba Fett. We have the what's that called? The movie props that we're getting now. I was never really. I tried to buy a Harry Potter movie prop once because it was in a place in New York City, and they shot me down. But I've never really been one to like try to buy them. Comics and Crypto's freaking out. They like love this shit. They live for this. Then we have the Puppy Bowl at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you go and watch puppies on TV, and then the Super Bowl, which
I have to show you my latest. I have to show you my latest. Well, you said puppies, and so you know I have an issue when it comes to cats. Oh, you talked to my friend Tina. Remember Tina?
Yes.
You talked to her?
She was great.
On the phone?
We talked a lot.
Okay.
It was like 3 a.m. too.
Yes. So she just sends me pictures. No, I mean, you now know her personality quite a bit. She'll just send a picture. She sends me this. I can't. And my response.
There also a picture of another cat as like the sun in the top right corner.
She's at her shop and she has cats in her shop, like shop cats. And it's the person that like has this cat and is showing her. So she's taking a picture of that, but her actual cat is in the background. But my response was, uh-oh. And she wrote, ready in a month. So yeah.
Oh, so that's okay. That's for you.
Sorry, when you said puppy bowl, it made me think I'm trying to get a cat.
That's fair. We have breaking news. This incredibly needy pit bull called Dottie politely requests constant attention. That is my friend's ex, or my ex's doggo. She's not a friend. She just said the news should cover it, and I was like, well, I can do that, and I did. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Agora
yes,
Steamboat.
I'm these Mickey blind boxes are super cool because two of them, what is it, the tier 1 and 3 or 2 and 4? I don't remember, but are Steamboat Willie. I'm so here for it. I'm so I
that
need
was
one of those so bad.
That was in the ad. That they showed the Steamboat Willie was on there. Thought that was dope. 1 in 4 chance. What are the other ones?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. So Mickey, let me see if I can pull it up really fast. I just want pictures. Here it is. Okay, does it show the options? I think so. There. Come on. Dang it. I want to show you guys because they're so cool.
Yes, show us.
Here we go. All right. So yeah, the tier 2 and tier 4 would both be Steamboat Willie. So those are the ones that you can get. So I love that. I can't do the backwards thing. I love the tier 2 because that's very like black and white Steamboat Willie. But then you can get the solid gold as well, which is the 1 in 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I have
the one time I really want an uncommon in my life.
I got my 1 of 500 Darth Vader Agoro. It is. I like
it. That's stunning. That's so pretty. You saw that I hit a good mint on one of mine?
No. What mint you get?
One of my Spider-Man. I got a common, but it was 1963, which is when ASM1 came out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's dope. Sorry, with my gold and silver position with the gold. Yeah. Those gold.
And you know what? Like in my opinion, the pricing. I mean, I don't know what the pricing is on these ones that are coming out. But the pricing is good because I am a shopper of Agoro. And the last one I bought was a stitch piece. And the import fees were wild. So I remember somebody saying something about like the price being more, but you actually do save money because I think I bought a coin that was like 109. By the time it got to me, it was like 143. So yeah. I'll be buying a few, hopefully.
Yeah, I remember I used some of my Omi and I bought some of those and I have them. So I have two partner statues because one it fell to like $820, so I just bought one. So I was like, okay, so I have 2. How many are you up to now? I know you had 4.
Oh, me? I have 6, I think.
Damn.
It's Bay.
Turtle Gauss says need to connect magic. Yes.
Hi. Yes.
Send him a message. He's a cool dude. We love him. We love Turtle Gauss. We'll all be together again soon. I don't know when.
Yes, I have 6 of them.
Damn. Any 3 digits?
No.
Damn. Would you trade 2 of them for a 3 digit?
No.
Would you trade 3 of them for a 2 digit? Probably,
no.
Yeah. You wouldn't trade 3 of them for a 2 digit?
I'm not a mint collector.
Yeah, but
Heck
like
no.
other people, I like a 2 digits. Like as minimum like $10,000. It like probably
Nah.
like more. I would trade my Agoros and one of my VeVe coins for two digits. Oh my God, magic, girl, that is such a good value trade. I'd throw in my Deadpool waffle maker as well. I would. That's it's a little thing that really sell a deal. That is what I have learned in the past. If you want my kitchen sink, I'll throw that in too.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yes, I believe we are. Damn, I was blowing up with stuff. We had the bloodiest day in crypto yesterday, I think. Since
Oh, that hurts my soul. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Jason has his boxes sealed. What if there's a gold in there? Because I have not seen many gold floating around. Like I couldn't live with that. Like the people that didn't unbox their Ironmans. Like, what if you had gotten number one? How? Why?
Yeah, because that bounty was never collected. David had like a 40.
No, and like it's now it can't be. It was you had like what a year to redeem it. So like, so what's the point? Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, we had the bloodiest day in crypto yesterday since like the FTX collapse. Did you do any shopping?
Oh.
Did you grab anything? No.
Actually, some stuff was purchased today.
Collectibles or crypto?
Crypto.
Nice.
Yeah.
To share, you get some ETH, some XRP, some OMI, all the above. Very nice. Oh God, hiccups. I've had pretty good luck in buying shares of companies as opposed to the crypto. I mean, I still DCA on the cryptos. I'm not gonna lie. I am. Oh God, bless me. Oh, thank God.
God bless your soul.
I am tired, boss. Keep buying the dip, and it keeps on dipping. It is rough.
Yeah.
It's been rough times, but it's been a rough half a decade. For the crypto stuff, anyway. Everything else is pretty good. When everything hits and we all get a bunch of money. Obviously, VeVe NFTs. We'll park some of our funds in. I plan to get some Pokemon cards, but what about you? Would you be like, okay, going into Club 33, or are you just being like, that's cool, but
I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
yeah. If money weren't a thing, like I would totally be part of 33. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's like 33K a year, I think, but what's the initial expense?
It depends because now there's all different levels. It's really broadened. The last event that I went to was a 33 exclusive event that Kristen took me to. And I learned actually at this event all the different tiers because I thought it was either like a personal or business, but no, there's like, I forget what the names, I don't know if it's names or like silver, gold, platinum, but there's all these like different way. And, like some of them are like, well, you can only, with this, certain membership, you can only be there on weekdays or like, there's all these different rules. And I don't know because, I'm not in any of these, but I was surprised to learn that, there's like, they've expanded sort of the realm of memberships, which is interesting.
Club 33 sponsorship?
I mean, they don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, I mean, is there like a waiting list?
According to rumors, there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I've never applied, so I don't know, but yeah.
Do you know if you have to go through like?
I think there's special allowances, like if you're a famous person, or like I think there's certain like, oh look, a spot suddenly opened up. Like there's certain. Priorities given, but for a general person, it's not easy.
Yeah. I wonder if do you know if you have to like let's say if I apply next year, do I have to like go to like a board and be like, my name is Randy Chavez, I promise not to get too drunk at the parks and create a mess? Like, or is it just, I don't know, like, how deep do they go?
Oh, they do a full, they'll go into all your social media and yeah, they want to know exactly who you are.
So
So,
you're saying is I shouldn't get my hopes up.
yeah.
Damn it. Imagine, do you have VeVe staff meet? Yeah, like behind the scenes, like, is it fun? Is there any like funny things? Do you guys get like pizza or bagels, or I guess it's over Zoom
Um,
mostly, right?
yeah, Google
Yeah.
Meet. Yeah, I have meetings every week. The, I don't know what the frequency is, but there's some that will be like everybody in the company, certain departments. Um, I meet with Dan and David about events. When an event is close, it's weekly.
Yeah.
If there's not a lot going on, we've shifted so that it's every other week just because it's not necessary and they have
Yeah.
a lot of important things to do. And we had a fun little Christmas thing. One of my coworkers cracked me up because they had said like, "Oh, bring your Christmas cheer," and he turns on, or he didn't have his camera on, and the person leading the meeting said something about it, and he goes, "Oh, okay, so we're doing this," and he turns his camera on, and he was head to toe dressed as Santa. I lost it. It was so good. I was like, "You're a legend." But yeah, there's meetings all the time. I mean, I my role don't have to be in all those meetings, but there's a lot going on. I really like when we have, some of the company-wide meetings. Very
Get to see
transparent.
everyone.
Yeah, and it's fun to see everybody. It's like, "Oh, Eagle, I haven't seen you in like a hot minute," and I get to talk to him and just other people that I've known since before being part of everything. So I enjoy those meetings a lot, and yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's interesting being on the other side of the fence now.
Yeah.
Part of it, like I'm nothing has really surprised me because with working the conventions and stuff, we would have a meeting to like prep us and stuff like that. So um but yeah, I don't know. And I'm not involved. Like, I think people think, oh, now you know this, now you know that. And it's like, well, no, like I could if I was asking and, being in some of those meetings, but like, I'm not working on drops. I'm not, working
Yeah.
on the marketing element. So, for the most part, I know just as much as everybody else does. So, yeah, it's not Alpha City like people might believe just because I'm in my little cocoon of events.
Does does some of like the magic like go away where it's like, oh, I wonder how they do everything, and then like you get to get a little peek behind the curtain. It's like, oh, it's a little underwhelming, or is it just like even better now because oh, that's how they do it. That's so cool.
No, I think if anything, I'm more impressed. Um, I feel like it's still for the amount of things that this company does, in my opinion, it's still like not that large of a company. And so I'm wildly impressed with the team of people that they have put together and continue to bring in, and all the work that they do and all the creativity and expertise. Like, I find it very, very impressive. So
Yeah.
if anything, I think it's like I'm just like, wow, like, when you see some sort of like plan of this is like a start to finish and all these different pieces going in, and the amount of time and effort and energy that people are putting in, and passion. Everybody in this company is so passionate. I find that, yeah, if anything, even more magical. Like, we have some wild talent. These people are really, really good at what they do.
Oh,
Uh-oh. I lost you for a second. Are you still there?
I'm still here. Can you see me?
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah,
Okay.
your
Sorry.
internet's kind of wacky.
Oh, sorry. We'll talk off air for a little bit, but is there anything you want to say before we go off air? Anything you want to tell people?
No, just thanks for having me on. It was fun to catch up and have some fun conversations.
Of course.
And,
Love it.
yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. This is great. And until next time.